Greetings, students. Today is Friday, August 21st. So, happy Friday. Today is Life Skills Friday, and we're going to talk about success. So, the vocabulary word of the day is success. What is success? Good question. I'm going to read from the text titled Career Choices and Changes. A workbook to discover who you are, what you want, and how to get it. Your path to personal success and self-sufficiency. Mindy Bingham and Sandy Stryker. So pretty much this course, Life Skills, will fall under Google Classroom. I'm going to go over where you can access the actual worksheets and videos that go along with this, but I will do the readings on video, and then you can follow it up with the assignments in Google Classroom. If you can't access Google Classroom, you will have to send me an email. So, Chapter 1, Envisioning Your Future. How do you define success? Mia earns the magic cleats. Walking down a cobbled street in Florence, Italy, Mia Hamm noticed a rugged beggar looking for enough change to buy a meal. Several people pushed past the old man before Mia reached him. "Here you go," she said, offering the stranger her last 5 euros. "My child, your compassion is touching. Please take this token of my appreciation," the man said, pulling a shiny pair of soccer cleats from inside his shabby coat. "If you lace and unlace these cleats 3 times before each mat, they will set records for you and carry you to championships, medals, and halls of fame." Mia replied, "So 3 times before each match. Okay, I'll try it." Elon gets a shock. Elon Musk really needed to sell his car. He had been working for days to repair the engine on a limited budget, but with no luck. Taking a long overdue break, Elon plugged his old TV into the adapter, adjusted the antenna, and leaned the seat back, ready to enjoy another episode of Top Gear. Out of a clear blue sky, a bolt of lightning struck the car roof, traveled through the TV antenna, and electrified the engine, which roared to life. Weirder still, the car continued to run long after the gas tank ran dry. Turning to Tesla, the cat he had named after his hero, Nikola Tesla, Elon exclaimed, "Now I can post my car on Craigslist for at least $100,000, and I can use the money and my antenna to make more electric cars." Oprah gets discovered. Oprah got on a downtown bus to go shopping one Saturday. The bus was crowded, and she accidentally stepped on the foot of a man sitting near the front. "Excuse me," she said. The man looked at her. "Would you say that again?" he asked. "Excuse me," said Oprah. "That's it, people. This is the one," the man exclaimed. "This is our star." As he made his announcement, a dozen people jumped up from their seats further back in the bus. A camera crew descended on Oprah with microphones and glaring lights. Someone from makeup began highlighting her cheekbones. A customer told Oprah she'd be stunning in chartreuse. "Wait a minute," Oprah demanded. "What's this all about?" "You're going to be a star of our new talk show," the first man told her. "You'll have your own production company and you'll make some movies too. The job pays about $75 million a year. How does that sound?" "Sounds good to me," said Oprah. Warren finds a job. While vacationing in Manhattan, Warren Buffett saw a help wanted sign in a window of the New York Stock Exchange. He was between jobs at the time, so Warren decided to check it out. "We're looking for someone to be most successful inventor in history." The woman in the office told him, "You have to know a little bit about business, and you better like math." "I do like math," said Warren. "Plus, I used to sell newspapers, and now I own half of a pinball machine. Do I get the job?" "I don't see why not," the woman said. "When can you move to New York?" "Well, I don't know. I live in Omaha." Can I think about it for a day or two and get back to you? Sure, take your time, no pressure. So as you know, those 4 stories I just read are of famous people for different, they're famous for different reasons. So here's the next section before we figure out why I read that. Vision plus energy equals success. You can safely assume that there is not one kernel of truth in any of the preceding stories. So that means those stories weren't real, the 4 I just shared with you. Successful people do not depend on luck or magic to get what they want, nor do they let others make their career choices for them. Most people who are successful in their work don't just find a job, they make one. They have a vision of what they would like to do, how they would like to use their minds, talents, and interests. And they have the energy to make their dreams come true. They believe in their vision. Vision and energy or action are the 2 most important elements in getting what you want from life. Your vision of what you'd like to do or be, or how you'd like to live, will help you know when you've succeeded. A goal is like a compass that will help keep you on track, and your energy or actions will take you step by step to the realization of your vision. It is essential to have both elements. Your vision without action is just daydreaming. Alone, it won't get you anywhere. Undirected action is equally useless. It leads only to exhaustion and frustration. Together, though, they're a dynamic duo, and they can work for you no matter what your goal. Not everyone can or wants to be a superstar. You need to have your own definition of success. More on that later in this chapter. What do you think are the real stories behind the successful people we talked about on the preceding pages? For the following exercises, write a statement that you feel might reflect their visions. Then list some actions they may have taken to realize their goal. So, Mia Hamm's is the example that's already completed. Let's look at this in Google Classroom. This activity is already ready for you in my electives course. Okay, so I'll back up. Yours probably looks something like this. I have about 12 or more classes set up. Your page may only have 1 or 2 of these there. However, you just need to click on Miss Bobby's elective course. Here is the stream, but it will be under classwork. This will fall under career choices and changes, and who am I? So once I share this with you all, here are the videos on each of the people discussed. So you can watch those. They're about 2 to 3 or 5 minutes long, 2 to 5 minutes long. And then here's the document. So the reminder, there are photos here. The first one is Elon Musk. So remember, Mia Hamm was already done. And then you'll have to answer Oprah Winfrey, what was her vision? Warren Buffett. And then there's a reflection. One of the reasons is because they did not just get there by chance and someone saying, hey, you look like a star. That's the story they told here, but that was to really have you kind of organize your own goals and turn some of those daydreams into your actual future. So the assignment is entitled Envisioning Your Future. What about you? Do you have a vision for your own future? You need to begin imagining one. If you don't, it's an important first step. Once you have a vision, you start expecting to realize it. What you expect for yourself tends to become what you get. So imagine a positive for yourself, future for yourself. So this exercise will entail you sitting quietly. It's kind of part of journaling. When you journal, you should find a quiet moment and at some point in your day, and a comfortable position to sit in, whether it's on the floor, a chair, whatever is comfortable for you. Organize your thoughts, but take a moment to be still. Take a deep breath or 2 or 3 or 4. You know, I'm always going to say that. Exhale some of the negative thoughts out, and then start to write. So this activity calls for, guess what? Sit quietly, close your eyes, and imagine your ideal career. What kind of setting are you in? So they really want you to close your eyes and think about it, but also visualize it. What task are you performing? So in that job that you're visualizing in your mind while your eyes are closed, what are you doing in that job? Whether you're a top chef, what are you cooking? What are you preparing? Then the next question, are you working alone or with others? Are you catering for someone? Are you in your own restaurant? Do you have a mobile service of some sort? That's what you need to write. And next, how do you feel about yourself? Does it feel great when you're in that moment? Again, quieting your mind. And then finally, describe your vision in as much detail as possible. So if, let's just say that was the scenario, don't just say, hey, I was standing there cooking. That's great. But tell me, what were you cooking? And was it colorful? Were there any scents that go along? Did it smell? Was it hot, cold dish? Really describe what you're doing. So after that, you should probably just think about how difficult that was. Don't worry about if it was difficult. And as we continue to move through this workbook, these activities will become a lot easier and they'll make sense, and you'll figure out how to use them in your practical life. So again, this is under career choices and changes. Let's stop sharing. If you would like credit just for this, let's find a few vocabulary words to write down. Just for this, so we said success was 1. I'll go ahead and write a couple more. So we're calling this life skills. Vision, energy, success. I know I could use the whiteboard, but I would prefer to not keep changing. These are the first 3. Actually, I think that's pretty much all we need for now, because your energy is the action, right? So if you'd like to add action as the next word, you can, but they go together. So your vision plus how you will act on your vision means that you will be successful. And what will that look like if we wrote it as an equation the way they have it? Gosh, sometimes these words don't look right. So vision plus energy equals success. Woo, woo, woo. Great. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.